Good morning or good evening wherever you are. My name is Noelette DE-CHELLIS, also known as Noelette Andre. There is no coincidence if you are listening to me. Your Supreme Self guided you here now by listening to my audio. Thank you and welcome. Love energy or selfish energy, our free choice to be right now. We vibrate on this earth at a low frequency where the ego reigns, and what the ego desires is our defeat to all. This low energy is enriched by our failures and bursts out laughing seeing us on the ground because it controls us daily. And believe me, it succeeds very well in its task of keeping us at these low frequencies because it is its goal to have control of our energies. We absolutely have to regain control, recover our powers, and put this dark energy back to its place and say no to it. These negative thoughts that we have, this nastiness that we foresee in others, these hurtful words, these ruining depressive emotions, these cursing destructive energies that we emit, while we are there in agreement with this evil energy, when we align ourselves with it and reflect it in our acts, sayings, thoughts, intentions, attentions, feelings, and fortunate beliefs, which have nothing to do with the word divine love. We give it our powers and it grows. When we say no to it and we turn to the energy of love, this other selfish energy, because it is not aligned with the energy of divine love, so tirelessly try to manipulate us, because destructive has it become. It only thinks of itself being selfish, because all it wants is to widen its terrain with all souls in its control. When we turn away from it and choose the divine energy, unconditional and eternal love, then this selfish energy becomes amplified and weakened, and must then find other souls for its suction of energies, because all that it is then is a weakened, blackish, heavy and vampiric energy. We are this energy when we listen to our ego, which only wants our failure by turning us away from our loving heart. This selfish energy reigns only at low frequencies because it is their base, its base. They cannot reach energies at high frequencies and can do nothing against them. So these are protected from its grip because they said say no to this low energy and choose to vibrate at high frequencies, which is only energy of compassion, light, peace, eternal and unconditional love. So this devilish energy searches for the weak energies which it can take charge of, making them its adepts by hypnotizing them by negative thoughts, and as soon as these energies accept these destructive thought energies, that's it. We have sold our soul to this evil energy which manipulates us as it pleases. We are under its black demonic wings, and here we are resembling it with horns and vampire teeth like it. This dark energy present, nevertheless, remember, we come from the same universal source. So at the beginning was nothing other than energy of love, made, conceived of love and light. But as the source universal energy consciousness, universal itself, gave us all free choice, free will, therefore this particular dark energy, unique in its state, chose to represent itself as dark, devastating, and malicious energy. It has therefore always has free will, therefore universal consciousness itself cannot point the finger at it because it allowed it itself at the start, giving everything existing the free choice to be what it wishes to be in the moment. So if everything is accepted by the original and universal consciousness to be what he, she, it, whatever wants to be, and as the consciousness is in conformity with this state and does not judge it, we likewise must do the same and love this energy as it is by sending it love always, as the source itself loves it unconditionally by accepting and recognizing it. The light source never rejects us and always welcomes us if we want to be part of this light again, because we come from it from the start. We are from it. We are it. There is nothing that makes the conscience happier to recover its lost sheep. All we have to do is to welcome this light in us, and all is then that energy of love united in this one single light. It is union again with our Father, Creator, with the universe. We return in his, her, its arm because we recognize that we are its children of its energy. Even the greatest rapists, killers, criminals, artisans of war are welcomed in this life if in this light, if they recognize the harm they have caused and accept the light in them, they become energies of love once again, reunited with it because they are aligned in the light of the universal consciousness, which is only infinite love. No soul spirits judges in the world of spirit, the world of souls, of the energies of light and love, of the universal soul, of the universal soul, which created us all in its image, this side which is eternal and unconditional love. We are our own judge because not recognizing and not accepting our faults, non-aligning desires of this light, we turn away from it ourselves, unable to look at it because it dazzles us, blinds us, unable to look at it. It makes us uncomfortable, unable to accept it in us. We cannot look it in the face. We imbibe its soul because it hurts us, because we feel ourselves unworthy of it. This light does us no harm, does not want to hurt us. It is ourselves who make us wrong because we are ashamed of what we have done and reject this responsibility that we have caused harm to others. If only we offer ourselves love, to the all love, to others love, this energy will sweep away any imprint of what has not been aligned with it, and we would be whitewashed as snow from these faults, these sins against ourselves, the all, and others instantly. We deliberately reject the light of love because we are not ready to welcome it in our energy. Therefore, we have work to do in our energy by hiding in the lower astral where the ego resides, filled with shame because if only love were our reflection, will have no shame of our faults. We have only to recognize them, knowing that we have caused harm to everything, to others, in other words, to ourselves, not being separated from the all. Therefore, the energy of the love in us, in our energy, is essential to direct us towards this light and to welcome it in our energy, because love and light intertwine and unite. And as we are offered this free choice, the light does not judge us if we are undecided to join it, to unite with it again, and it therefore patiently waits for one of its sparks, of its own free will to come back to it, to be encompassed by it. It remains patient, waiting for this part of its own acceptance to recognize, join it, and unite back to it because it has been with it, was it from the start. Some people also deliberately choose not to return to the creative light source at all and decide to stay here in these low frequencies because they deliberately reject this light and are not ready. So these energies just stay in the lower realms. This is why it is important that we send always love towards them so that they find their way and finally agree to return to the light. Otherwise, they continue to wander down here in these low and heavy energies. And then, if they continue to tarnish, imagine what they will do. They will start to harm, to destroy, to influence us to do evil because it is the energy that it represents. Let us send unconditional love infinitely to these energies because they need our help to direct themselves towards the light, which awaits them to encompass them with its light because it never condemns. We make our choice of light or not when we are called back to the universal consciousness of where we come from. We always have a final choice all the time, always to join this universal light. Even if we are not ready at the moment when we are called back to it and cannot look at it without being uncomfortable, this light patiently waits for us to join it when we are finally ready because we are given always and again the free choice of how we want to feel in the moment always. Welcoming the light or rejecting it or moving away from it in the moment, this choice of being in the moment is never taken away from us because the divine light, universal consciousness, loving unconditionally and eternally without ever judging us, loves us so much that it accepts us without blaming us, pointing fingers at us, berating us, and accepting us as we always are. What do you want to be this day? Love energy or ego energy? You have the free choice to be what you wish to be this day. Make your choice. No one will judge you in the world of light spirits, and especially not the divine light itself. I leave you on this reflection of this choice and wish you all well until another reflection audio of mine. Good day, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are. Don't forget to like my videos, subscribe to my channel, and share my videos. Thank you so much from the bottom of my soul. Namaste.